it may have to be one of them pulling out a maneuver that is not familiar to the other to score the victory. Front face lock looking for the DDT. Miranda counters out of it to a hammerlock. Now she's going for her maneuver. She's going to plant her down. Tiffany grabs the ropes. Miranda misses. Here comes Tiffany. She's sizing her up. Downward spiral, and that should do it. Hooks the leg. 2, 3. Tiffany Roxx will appear to rock on as she scores the win over Miranda Wrights. Welcome to the WPN. We are pleased to present to you a couple of matches from Deep South Championship Wrestling. This is their Girls Night 2. And we got some new competitors and some returning competitors coming back for that second night. And here's one of the newer competitors, the Priscilla Kelly, who we've seen get her start in the wrestling business, and we were there for her debut match, which took place at an AWE ring, different environment than what she's in right now. And certainly since that time, her attitude has modified, to put it nicely. And tonight she will be taking on someone she's had a brief experience with. I think the previous encounter did not go very kindly for her, but she's stepping back in the ring with a seasoned veteran, that being Tiffany Roxx, whose music has just begun, and she will be entering the arena momentarily. Of course, you know, Priscilla, being new to the game, has basically maintained that she is better than Tiffany Roxx. There she is. For those of you that have gone to our YouTube channel, wherever you may be watching this, you may have noticed there's been some video with Tiffany Roxx receiving a bit of a different reaction when she was in another location. And she may have acted a little bit differently for that matter. But Tiffany Roxx is a very beloved young lady and a very skilled competitor. So do not be fooled by the reactions of one promotion. By and large, she is a very beloved competitor of the squared circle, and it shows here today. Former NWA Women's World Champion, another accolade by Tiffany, who won that championship in 2011. And there she is, Tiffany Roxx. She defeated Tasha Simone to win that championship belt. Those are high accolades and a huge mountain to climb for the Priscilla Kelly, who's improved in the ring, but the question will be, has she improved enough to be in the ring with the likes of a Tiffany Roxx? And we will soon find out. The bell is rung, the match is underway. Tiffany Roxx, the Priscilla Kelly, one-on-one here at a DSCW ring. Deep South Championship Wrestling has presented it. Again, their Girls Night Out. This is a second go-round for that particular event. And we are very pleased that they have allowed us to come in, that we've gotten the invitation. I want to thank them publicly for that. Knee lift by the Priscilla Kelly, who charges in, fires a big forearm shot, sends Tiffany Roxx down to the mat. Another one. Drops Tiffany dead center. And there's a little bit of arrogance as she puts her foot right across the back of Tiffany, hooks the leg, and Tiffany out before there's even a one count. This is the portion where you have to say you don't want to let the arrogance take you. The Priscilla Kelly has learned some new maneuvers and moves in the ring, but you certainly don't want to take lightly your opponent, particularly one who is a former world champion. Roxx tries to shoot a reverse by Kelly. They're going to need the clothesline. They're going to need the second one. There's Prez. Roxx takes her down, and now she's raining elbows down to the side of the face of Priscilla Kelly. That is, you can imagine, not too pleasing. And you can see Roxx just giving her a talking to. That is the veteran wiles there by Tiffany. She knows what she's doing. Here comes Priscilla. Charges in, misses as Roxx floats out. There's a block and a shot by Roxx. Roxx now up to the top rope, sizing up on it. Double axe handle from the top rope. Hits the mark. 2. Kelly is out at the 2. Now Roxx is getting the crowd behind her. Inside, Kelly is over there taking the jaw. Tried to catch Tiffany charging in, put up the foot, but Tiffany caught it, saw it coming. And now Kelly, Kelly with the enziguri. 1, 2. Roxx is out of 2. She almost got her bell rung and may have lost the match, which I'm sure would have done leaps and bounds for Priscilla Kelly. And now, she's scratching her. Digs her nails deep into the back of Tiffany Roxx. That's not going to get you a pin. That's just painful. And a very arrogant cover just puts her foot right across the chest. I don't know if she was expecting to get a win with that. But if anything, she needs to concentrate on the match, and she needs to, solid kick right there in the spine. The second one looks like sized up for a third. But like I was going to say, if anything, she needs to concentrate on the match and do not take Roxx lightly. Roxx is out at the 2 following that pinfall. Now Tiffany is fighting from her knees, trying to get back up to a vertical base, shoots Kelly off. She manages to hook herself on the top rope. Here goes Tiffany charging in, and Priscilla dropped the top rope, but she's not paying attention to Tiffany. She didn't go to the floor. She caught herself going over the top. She's telling Kelly to turn around. It's a clothesline neck breaker. Puts Kelly down, hooks the leg. Kelly this time out. You can see the effects of that neck break. She's grabbing her neck. Roxx is very fundamentally sound. Almost always you see her hooking the leg for the cover. For that matter, you got to give the teachings of Priscilla Kelly much to take credit. He hooks the legs, tries to make sure, with the exception of the 2 arrogant covers that she's tried, Kelly is very sound. It's just the experience that she lacks. But this will go a long way to add an experience to her repertoire. Forearm shot nails Roxx. And Kelly hooking her in for a vertical suplex. Great execution. And she rolls her over. Looks like she's staying hooked. We'll score it again. Second vertical suplex. Trying to roll her back again. Takes back up, looking for the trifecta. Roxx is blocking it, foot in there. Blocking it again, hooks the leg of Kelly. Cradle neck breaker takes Priscilla Kelly down, but didn't have enough to shoot right over for the cover. That hesitation may have cost him. Hooked the leg, but it wasn't enough. Kelly was able to get out at the 2. So right now, the neck and the back, Priscilla Kelly, like this might be in some dire straits here. They're trading forearm shots dead center of the ring. Who's going to blink first? Forearm. They're off into the ropes. Both of them shooting for the same idea. High cross body. And they're connected stomach to stomach in the middle. Referee is making a count for both ladies. It's still anyone's game. Tiffany trying to get herself back up, motivated, onto her feet. Priscilla Kelly trying to do the same thing. The crowd solidly behind Tiffany. Priscilla Kelly, I would imagine, does not care as she eats the clothesline. Now a drop kick. But she's going to have to find something. Face buster and a unique execution to it. Roxx is getting momentum. Spinning heel kick right there to the side. Tiffany Roxx, she wanted to go for the top rope, but she adjusted and caught her with the float over. And the second variation of a face buster. Kelly is not happy. She just said she quit. She doesn't want, and Roxx is out. She's out and after her as Kelly is kind of walking off. But Tiffany is not going to allow that to happen. She's not going to let Priscilla Kelly take the easy way out, and shoves her into the post. I think Roxx may have gotten a hand up. Hopefully she did, because the last thing she needs is to get her head nailed against that solid steel. She beats the count, but will it be enough? Kelly hooks the leg. And she's hooking to go for a pin again. The referee's not paying attention. I have to say that might have been a pinfall. I don't know if the referee had been paying attention. He was too busy telling the bell ring is just a 2. Kelly went for a series of covers there, none of which were effective. Roxx is keeping herself from being shot off into the ropes. And second attempt, and Kelly just nails her in the stomach. Reversal by Roxx, catches her, flatliner, and just puts her. Somebody just come out the ringside, I believe that's Jessica Lee. Roxx and her have had their issues, but certainly this isn't the place to be discussing that. And she hasn't done anything. She's standing in her front way, but it's distracting. It's very distracting by Tiffany. And she just got caught with the unique DDT. 1, 2. Oh. She put her hand up, but a little too late. I think that unique DDT of Priscilla Kelly has just rung her bell long enough to keep her down. She may not have heard the counter. In her mind, the count might have been off. She got her arm up, but it was too little too late. Kelly has won this match. Roxx is left in the ring. You see her grabbing at her head, and the distraction was all that she needed. And how apropos is that song? Tonight we are victorious. She was victorious tonight. Fans are still rooting for Tiffany. As she's going up to the top rope. But unfortunately for her, in the record books, it will say Priscilla Kelly victorious over Tiffany Roxx at this particular event.
All right, give Tiffany a hand, everybody. Good job.
And for more matches like this, folks, subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot.